Hi, everyone. I'm Demi. I am the digital and social media editor for Indie 1023, and I am here with Tony of the Avalanches. I am so excited. How are you?
I'm very good, thank you, Demi. I hope you're well as well.
I am doing okay, just
Awesome.
trucking along through 2020.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that, isn't it? Just doing our best in the situation we've been dealt.
Yeah, exactly. I actually, for you guys tuning in and watching, I got to meet Tony's cat, Jude, which was really exciting. I love like an animal cameo in these Zoom calls.
Hopefully she gets up and does it again, but I don't think we're recording when that happened. But
That's true. It's kind of like if no one saw it, did it actually happen? So I kind of
yeah,
regret
it's
saying
like you're just making that didn't happen. You're making
it's fake. He doesn't have a cat.
that.
Wow, that would be really upsetting. Well, anyways, so tell us where you currently are. I believe you're in
uh,
Australia.
I'm in Melbourne, Australia at the moment, and
And
it's
how are
morning
things
time
there?
here. It's getting better. We just came out of a really full-on lockdown that was very, very restrictive. It was, we couldn't leave the house for more than 1 hour a day, and we couldn't leave more than 5 kilometers from where we lived. So it was,
Wow.
couldn't see family, and that was for 3 months. So it was like kind of, prison solitary lockdown conditions.
Yeah.
Which, but in saying that, we've kind of managed to eradicate the virus. I think we've had 38 days with no new cases, like zero in Melbourne. So
Well, that's
everyone just went,
embarrassing considering
everyone went,
America.
yeah. How many of you guys got? It's like,
I'm not even
it's
gonna
crazy.
guess. It's
It's
a
like in the tens of
monumental
thousands.
number.
Yeah, yeah. We kind of look at it and it's just like, wow. I think the most we had was 700 in one day, and then we went full on into this lockdown that I just spoke of. So,
Hmm.
that was 700, and we went bang. Masks, everything. So it does
That sounds
work.
smart. Sounds
Yeah,
smart
it does
on
work.
Australia's
And like I
part.
said, yeah, I think it's like 38 days now of no new cases, zero.
Well,
And it's a
I'm
big
glad
city. It's
that you
5
were
million people
safe.
too. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, safe and healthy.
Yeah,
Yeah, because, yeah, it's hard. This year is intense.
this
But
year's
on
been
a
very intense.
lighter note,
Yes.
there's a lot of congratulations for you because this is a huge year for you, not only because the new album is coming out, We Will Always Love You, which comes out on this Friday. Yeah, this Friday,
This Friday.
December
Yes.
11th.
11th. Yep.
But also, you're celebrating the 20th anniversary of Since I Left You, which is huge as well.
Yeah. It's just really funny that they've kind of both coincidentally landed within, 2 weeks of each other.
Yeah.
So 20 years apart, obviously.
Mhm.
Um, but it would have been really nice to be able to celebrate Since I Left You more, and really give it a good birthday. But what we're going to do is we're going to have a reissue out next year in April, which is it came out in the UK and I think the States in April. So we're going to celebrate its birthday then, and we'll put a lot more effort into it and give it the birthday I think it deserves.
You jumped ahead. I was totally going to ask you that.
Oh no! So
No, this is
we'll
great.
we'll cut we'll
I was
cut that out.
gonna have
Okay.
to
Yes.
try to like suss it out of you. Like,
Yep.
but no, this is good. This is exciting for your fans and for people who are just so in love with this album. It's an iconic album, and we talked about it on Indie this year and celebrated it in our 20 Turning 20 feature that we did. And
Oh,
the
amazing.
album has just been on all these different publications' brains like nonstop. And so to have this kind of like bonus release, I think is just so exciting. So we're
Yeah,
looking
it
forward
is,
to
and
it.
it has become like quite an iconic record, and it's that record that kind of like changes our lives. Like that happened, and everything that's happened, in the future from that has all been off the back of that that one record. So it's like our little baby, and well, it's all grown up now.
Yeah, it's a whole 20 years old.
A whole 20 years old, and I'm a whole 20 years older.
It's funny how that works.
Yeah, it's sad. But,
Well, what I also want to know is how do you feel like you've evolved like musically and creatively since then? There's obviously been an album that's come out in the middle, not the middle, but like 16 years after
yeah.
Wildflower. But how do you feel like you've evolved since?
I feel like during Wildflower, it was kind of, we didn't really have a focus for it. So we were just kind of experimenting. We wrote like literally hundreds of songs, and it took a while for it to kind of find its purpose and meaning. And I think as that went along too, there was, the aura of Since I Left You started to grow even more. So we started to feel this pressure of like, oh man, this is now becoming a classic record that we have to back up, and kind of went through some dark places, and then eventually kind of, just lost it, just felt a lot of letting go of the baggage of, Since I Left You, and the pressure and everything like that. And even that kind of, translated into our minds, and letting go of negative thoughts and, all that kind of stuff. So we definitely started this one in a lot more of a better place, just personally. So I feel like that it just made it easy. There was less pressure, and we were just, as people, had grown a lot personally.
I think that's really great because yeah, I can't imagine like putting out an album like Since I Left You and then having a 16-year hiatus
Yeah,
and
it
then people
was.
being like, what are they going to do next? How is this going to evolve? Comparing it to that. And
It,
yeah, I can see
mm,
that the pressure would be quite intense. So did you feel like you had more freedom to be creative on this new album?
so much more freedom. We were just lighter in every way, and we started writing. Also, we were like, how do we do this quicker? And so we kind of came up with a concept, and Robbie was very, like, I feel like we were searching for the concept for Wildflower for so long. So let's kind of come up with something quickly now that we can base everything around. And then when we approach, the different artists, collaborators, and everything like that, we can kind of, give them a summary of what it's about. So it doesn't just feel like this guest record where they're all kind of speaking randomly. It's like they're all
Yeah.
they're all taking what we kind of, explain to them, and they relayed that in their own personal way, which is really nice.
So speaking of the guest list, because the features on this,
Yes,
just looking at the track list that's come out has just been like, oh my God, this is unreal. Like
it's
not only do
pretty
we have like,
vast.
yeah, like it's just so it spans genres and it spans age groups and ethnicities and just like all of that. It's insane. So how do you go about picking who you collaborate with?
It's very much a process of each individual song. So it'll be like, we'll have like the basis of the track, like the samples and maybe some chords and everything like that. And, Robbie and I will kind of sit around and go, okay, whose voice do we think will suit this? And we kind of sing it in our heads, and we'll be like, oh, maybe, Denzel Curry or whatever, will be really cool. And then maybe, we'll even like, sample a little bit of Tricky and, just one of his songs, and then, just put that over the song and be like, okay, the tone and everything fits really well. So then we go out and approach that person, but it's very much a song by song basis. It's not like we have, a list of artists that we want to work with, and we just kind of like go, which song do you think will suit them? It's very much the song needs to suit the artist.
I like that. So it's not like just like
Yeah.
here.
No, it's definitely not. Like, it's really funny. A lot of people ask that and think it is, and we're like, no, it's very much song by song basis. They have to, the vocal has to suit the personality of the. It's like the two personalities need to get along, the song and the vocalist.
I think that that's what makes the music feel so exciting, but also so organic as well. I'm a pretty new listener to the Avalanches, and I've been turned on by several friends. I'll shout out Kyle because he turned me on to you guys a long time ago.
Thank you, Kyle.
Uh, Kyle's amazing. He's seen you guys at Primavera when you came back for the first tour for
Yeah.
Wildflower. So yeah, just hearing your music as someone who maybe didn't start out as a super fan and just kind of like reading the legacy and reading the history and all of the little elements that get put into all of the songs, it's incredible. And
Thank you.
um, what's nice about listening to this album again, listening to not just Wildflower, but also Since I Left You this year, they're so joyful. Like they bring so much
Yeah.
positivity. And even the singles Interstellar Love that came out that we play on indie constantly
Wow.
just
Thank
is
you.
so feel good.
Yeah. It's, oh, I love that song. It's just very, and that's another thing that we were talking about. It's like, you know, Leon kind of took what we were talking about and then he just relayed that in his own way and, you know, with his own message and his own meaning. And he bought into the concept and, you know, it's lovely when that happens. And, you know, obviously he has such an amazing voice. It's incredible. I still listen to that one and I'm like, man, that guy can sing, you know.
It's so good. And his voice is just so pure.
It is. It is. It's amazing. You really don't have to touch that voice much. It's just like kind of perfect the way it is. And that's the same as, you know, Sananda on Reflecting Light is the same. I just listen to that and I'm like, that's one of the best voices I think I've ever heard. It's just so pure and rich and the tone and everything is just incredible. So we're incredibly fortunate to get to work with these amazing performers and artists.
I love that. Are there any tracks that like excite you the most for people to hear?
I think that the track coming up that hasn't been that isn't out yet, that we wanted to come out as a single, but they were like, just hold it off till album launches. So that'll be coming out in 2 days. What's today? Sorry, Wednesday or Thursday? One day.
One day for
Oh,
you guys,
sorry.
2 days
It's
for us.
2 days for you guys. That is the Divine Chord, and that's got Andrew from MGMT singing on it, and Johnny Marr on guitar, and that's just a
Yes.
very very catchy, kind of poppy summer song for us here. Maybe it'll
Yeah.
be a great winter song for you guys, but that's one that really excites me. I think it's more because it hasn't come out yet, so I'm really can't wait for the world to hear that one.
Yeah. It's so funny that you said that this is a summer song.
We're
Because
upside
listening
down
to the
here.
singles, they're so dancey.
It is. It is.
I'm like,
It's
I'm
really
ready
poppy.
to
We really
go
love it.
out to a show,
Yeah.
dance to
When
these.
that can happen again, whenever that is.
Well, speaking of that, and then I'll like wrap up so that we can go because this has been lovely, but I'm sure
Thank
you have
you.
more interviews to pop onto. But yeah, touring. So obviously nobody is touring this year,
Yeah,
which is unfortunate. And who
it
knows when
is.
the next time we'll be able to see live shows again. But yeah, not a lot of people have had an opportunity to see you guys, and I've heard that you have two different kind of live show styles. There's the DJ set, and then there's the live band. So when
Yeah.
you are eventually able to tour again, what do you think like the setup will look like to promote this new album?
I think what we'll do is it won't be the whole band set up again. It'll just be Robbie and I kind of taking it back to the pure element of sampling. So like triggering a lot of the samples and maybe even just using, you know, a lot of vinyl and kind of bringing that in. And I think we'll do it that way. And we have a tentative tour booked in the States in September. And I think
Okay.
there's a few festivals that the promoters are still very wary,
Mm,
obviously, and the booking agents, but there is hope that around September, the States will open up. And, you know, there's such good news with vaccines and everything happening now. Like England, I
yeah.
think 2 days ago, just started with their first 800,000. So, you know, obviously taking it live and it's just that wonderful feeling of like, it's what the fans give to us is as
Yeah.
much of a joy as what, you know, we give to them. It's an amazing experience. So we can't wait to do that again. And yeah, we can't wait to get over the States. We love it over there.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Because I just listening to all these singles, like I'm just ready to get up and start moving. And I'm sure
So are
everybody
we.
is too. It's
Yeah,
just, it's
yeah, it's been
lonely
hard.
right now.
We were meant to be touring like, now this year. So we kind of had all these shows booked and had them cancelled. So it's been hard for us to kind of think, oh, we could be doing this. Instead, we're in this 23-hour a day lockdown at home. So, but it's worked out for the best, and hopefully next year everything just opens up and it's a lot more of a positive year. I feel like 2020 just as a whole has been quite negative with just a
Yeah.
lot of different things politically, everything. So hopefully 21 is a whole new era.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope that it's a surge of positivity and like,
I feel like it will be. I really believe that in my heart.
well, that makes me feel it even more. So this is good. We're gonna keep this good juju in the
Keep the good
air.
vibes. I believe it does like add something to the universe if we just keep the positive vibes. And
Yes.
I believe that everyone wants that now because 2020 has been so hard that it's automatically kind of going, come on, can we just, get to a better place and be able to go out and see, bands and do all those kind
Yeah.
of, simple things that I guess we maybe took for granted before.
Hugging.
Yeah, hugging. Oh my God.
Hugging. Big one. Big one for
Huge
me.
one.
Well, this has been
Oh,
lovely. Yeah,
thank
a
you, Demi. A
virtual
virtual
hug.
hug.
I love that. I am so excited to listen to We Will Always Love You, which even just saying the title out loud just like makes my heart just like want to explode.
That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring the positivity.
I need that. And I think that we all need
Yeah,
that, especially coming
we do.
to, with 2020 coming to a close. But thank you again, Tony. I
Thank you
really
so much,
appreciate your
Demi. This has
time.
been
This has
beautiful.
been
Thank you.
awesome. And I am thankful for all of you guys watching. Please, please, please go in, buy, download, stream, all of that kind of stuff. We Will Always Love You, which comes out on December 11th. And hopefully there'll be a tour that you guys can all go to and
Yes,
dance with each other.
there
And
will be. There will be. We'll put it out there. There will be.
it's out there.
It's out there.
And make sure to go and follow the Avalanches on all of their socials and follow us for more indie sessions at home. And we will see you guys next time.
Thank you, Demi.